Hey, welcome friends. Steve here, creator of the Old Guy Insights channel. And today we're diving into a question I think more and more people are asking every day. What's it really like being on YouTube? Being a creator over 65 like me. Now, if you're curious about starting a channel or just want a peek behind the scenes, you're in the right place. This one's especially for anyone out there who might think, isn't YouTube only for younger people? Well, spoiler alert, it's for anyone with a story to tell or something to share. Stick around because I'm going to cover some of the good, some of the bad, and tell you what it's really like. I'm also going to give you a few unexpected hurdles I didn't see coming. And if you're over 65 and watching this, welcome, my people. You got a friend in me. Well, that is as long as you don't have to get up off the couch too fast. Know what I mean? Yeah, I started this channel not to be famous, which I'm not, but so my granddaughter would have something to look back on, and maybe some life tips that stick, and hopefully a few laughs along the way. And hey, if you're ready to join a community that celebrates lifelong learning and us old farts, well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You'll be the first to catch new insights on navigating YouTube at any age. And by the end of this, you'll see that the world of YouTube isn't just for the young. It's for the young at heart. And if you're thinking of joining the ranks yourself, this might give you the nudge that you need. I want to push. Now, I know it can feel daunting to get started. One of the biggest initial hurdles for most people is not getting stuck in the planning stage. Hey, you can think, research, and plan endlessly, but the magic happens when you actually start doing. Over my many decades, I've learned that the secret to success isn't endless worry and planning, but simply doing. If you're willing to embrace that, you're more likely to fail than succeed at first. But you'll learn and then try again. You're on the right track. And here's the truth. You don't need a fancy setup to get going. I shoot my videos on my phone. That's it. My upfront cost when I started was $0. So if you're worried about gear, don't let that hold you back. A lot of tips and tricks you'll pick up along the way, so don't stress about being great to start. Just please start. And let me be honest with you. Your initial videos, well, they probably are not going to be that great, but that's totally okay. My first videos when I started were stinkers, but I kept going, and you can get better over time. If you take a look at my posting history, you'll see I'm a pretty persistent son of a gun. I don't try to make each video perfect. I try to find what works best for me. It's a learning process. And then I include that in my next video. I just use brute force and self-motivation, but that's me. You do you. One of the aspects of creating YouTube videos that I look at as a real joy is researching new topics. I'm learning new things every single day. I'm not one of those guys who can just sit back in retirement, and maybe you're the same. Some of us need to keep active, to keep our brains turning. For me, YouTube is a way to stay curious and engaged in the world. My growing isn't over yet. But here's something to keep in mind. More than 3.7 million new videos are uploaded to YouTube every single day. Imagine trying to stand out in that crowd. It's like trying to win the lottery. Well, that's why if you're going to do YouTube, do it for yourself. Forget the course-selling gurus who claim you'll be raking in money fast. The reality is that for most creators, success doesn't happen overnight, maybe not at all. And making YouTube a profit machine isn't guaranteed. So focus on creating content that fulfills you. And remember why you're doing it. For me, I didn't start this channel to chase views or subscribers. Good thing. My main goal was to create a legacy, a series of life insights and advice that my granddaughter could watch and hopefully learn from. To me, that's worth more than any number of likes or subscribers. And here's the best part. These YouTube videos will be around long after I'm gone. I consider that a privilege, knowing that anything I can share might help her, hi sweetie, or anyone else down the road. And by the way, if you're interested in the sources and notes I mentioned in this video, check out the video description where I've listed them for you. Let's talk about the highs and the lows and some surprises you might not expect. First, there's the thrill of creating and connecting. Sharing your stories, your experiences, and your hard-won insights can be incredibly rewarding. You're likely coming to YouTube with life experience and stories that have been tested by life itself, and that's a huge asset. For many people over 65, YouTube is a way to stay connected to a larger community, to build relationships across generations, and keep learning about the world. That's great. But then there's the practical side. Many creators over 65 have to learn the technical parts of YouTube from scratch, like editing, uploading, creating thumbnails, and maybe even some promotion. Don't worry if that sounds overwhelming. It's totally possible to learn. And there's lots of help out there. Many older YouTubers post less frequently, maybe once or twice a month, which is totally fine as long as you stay consistent. And fun fact, over 51 million active channels post content on YouTube, but channels run by older creators often stand out because they bring something fresh and authentic that younger creators simply can't. So remember, your pace and style can be a unique strength here. And here's something surprising. The personal growth. YouTube can become an unexpected journey of self-discovery even in your later years. You may find yourself learning new skills, reconnecting with your passions, and connecting with others in meaningful ways. That's what I have found. Building a channel takes patience, resilience, and even a sense of humor. And these things can make the experience genuinely fulfilling. Of course, there are some unique challenges. Picture this. You work hard on a video, you upload it, you're proud of it. You're sharing advice or a story from your past, and in the comments, there's criticism or maybe even some negativity. Learning to handle feedback, even the tough stuff, is a skill. And let's be real. At this age, many of us have developed thicker skin, but it can still sting sometimes. For some older creators, the negativity can make the experience less enjoyable. And it's a big reason some people quit. But here's the trick. Focus on those positive connections. You'll find that most people are watching because they appreciate what you're bringing to the table. So lean into that. Take a second to think about how would you feel if you put your heart into a video only to see just a handful of views or a few comments? Does it make you wonder if it's worth it? Well, this is a reality for many creators, but especially as an older YouTuber, you have a lifetime of perspective to help you keep going. Now, let's talk about the perks. The creative freedom, the chance to share your wisdom, and maybe even the opportunity to make maybe a little income. Hey, these are real possibilities on YouTube, and if you're able to connect with an audience, it can feel like having a new community right there with you. Many older creators have found that sharing their stories brings a renewed sense of purpose and a way to make a positive impact. You'll find that I answer a lot of questions they come from younger people, and I share my life and experience and help them along their journey. You can do the same. And here's a twist. YouTube success is as much about self-development as it is about sharing content. Building a channel, especially as an older creator, means developing patience and learning new skills. It's about finding a voice that's true to you and knowing when to take a break if it becomes overwhelming. But don't leave for good. For many, the biggest growth comes from discovering how much you're capable of when you take that leap into something new. So if you're over 65 and thinking of starting a channel, here's my advice. Do it for the love of the experience. Start with a topic you genuinely care about, something you'd share even if only a few people tuned in. Keep it sustainable. Don't feel pressured to match someone else's pace. And don't let the numbers run the show. Build a rhythm you can enjoy and stick with it. YouTube is like a new relationship. If you treat it right, it can bring a lot of joy, connection, and growth. And if you find a balance, that's great. Those rewards, big or small, will mean even more. Now, if you're just here for the behind-the-scenes look, I hope this gave you a new appreciation for what it's like for us older creators on YouTube. For every polished video, there's a lot of planning, learning, and maybe falling asleep on the laptop. So what did you think? Would you consider trying it out yourself? Let me know in the comments. And if this got you thinking, hit that like button, boop that notification bell, and subscribe. I want to notify you of the next videos so that you can critique them and comment whether you like them and what I can do better. I'd love to help you along your way as well. Stay awesome, keep learning, and do good things. I got a video right here that's going to be perfect for you to watch next. Oh, that's a good one. See ya!